Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Beauty School. I am Catherine Tatum, Sales Director out of Tallahassee, Florida. And we have Rebecca Strange, Senior Sales Director out of Montgomery, Alabama. And today on Beauty School, first of all, welcome to Beauty School, where you can learn your tips, tricks, and techniques to have you looking and feeling your best in your skin. Today, we are talking about our mineral powder foundation. All right. We're finishing up our foundation. So you've heard about our liquid, our cream to powder, our CC cream, and now our mineral powder. All right. So let's talk about it. You can get it from your consultant. It comes in 15 shades, I believe. It is $20, and it comes in this little package right here. All right. Something fun about this package that you should know is I got a new one because I need one, but then also so you can see. I hope it's not too bright. I want you to be able to see it. There you go. All right, so it has this lid, and the reason I think this is important to show you is because right now it's closed, so like I can do, nothing's popping out, all right? But you can turn it, so I'm gonna try and do it so you can see. So it has this little lip, and you turn it, and then you put your cap on, and you shake it out, and can see that it's in there. All right, so why do I think that's cool? Because I don't know about you, but how many times have you had a loose powder that goes all over the place whenever you open and take the lid off? So I love that about our powder. And then of course you can close it so that way it doesn't like spew out, and that way you don't have that like, plume of powdery dust whenever you open your canister. So I love that about our mineral powder. So like I said, it comes in 15 shades, and so there's a shade for every color. I will say the colors run a little dark. So you might feel like once your consultant matches you might be like, are you sure that's a little light? No, you're probably okay. Because they do tend to run a little dark for what they're labeled as. So just for point of reference, I am the lightest shade, shocking. I have an ivory 0.5. I can wear an ivory 1, but I preferred ivory 0.5 because it's the more appropriate. In a pinch, I can wear an ivory 1. So just to give you a little idea, we do have different tones in it. So you have your cool tones, you have your warm tones, and you have your neutral tones. So that is there as well. So that way it matches to your skin. It is a foundation that is very versatile. All right. So what do I mean by that? So you can wear this alone. You can wear it on top of a liquid foundation. You can wear it on top of a cream to powder. You can wear it on top of a CC cream. So it's your preference. All right. So that's one of the things I love about it. I personally wear this every day. I will typically either wear a CC cream or our liquid Time-Wise 3D foundation. So I'll wear one of those. Just depends on the day. Whatever quickness and what I'm looking for. So I'll wear one of those. And then I always finish with the mineral powder. All right. So why do I say it's versatile? You can apply it in different ways. All right. So if you're going to wear it by itself, which is what I'm going to demonstrate for you today, you want to use our powder foundation brush, which is this right here. So I hope you can see it. All right. So it is it's a rounded brush. It is got your synthetic hair, so it's easy to clean. It works with the powder. It is not like we used to where you had synthetic versus natural hairs. This works as high quality, and that way you can use it with liquid or powder if you needed to, just so you know. You could also honestly use the regular liquid foundation brush. The slight difference, just so you know, is those bristles are packed a little tighter and the edges are flat versus this one is a soft, more rounded edge because it is a powder instead of a liquid. And so you get that dust. So that's why it's rounded instead of flat like the liquid, just so you know. So if you're going to wear it by itself, use this or the liquid foundation brush that looks very similar. They're $14 each. If you're going to use it as a finisher for your CC cream or your Time-Wise liquid or a cream to powder, then you can use the regular powder brush, which I forgot to bring in here. I'm sorry. But it's bigger than this and looser. And so the reason you would use that instead of this is because that gives you a looser finish on the powder. Because if you do that, you already have your your CC cream or your foundation on. And so you're just using it to set that liquid. So you don't need as much of a coverage. Whereas if you use this brush, it's going to give you a more full coverage because it's all you're using is a powder. So just so you know, typically a powder foundation is a lighter finish and a liquid foundation is a heavier finish. The cool thing I will say about the powder foundation is you can get a pretty good finish with just your mineral powder brush, your mineral powder foundation brush, and your powder, as long as you put your primer on first. And I forgot to bring that in here too. I'm so sorry. All right, so what do I have on? I have on moisturizer. So I have on our Naturally line in the Nourishing Oil. Then I have on our foundation primer. And then now we're going to put on the mineral powder foundation in Ivory 0.5. All right, so you can do this 2 ways. It's yours. Dip your brush in here, or some people like to dip it into the lid and do it like this. Totally your preference. I'm going to start in the lid and use all that up, and then I will move to the canister. So I just dip it in and swirl the brush just so you can see that's what I'm doing to pick it all up. So that way I get a good coverage. And then you just start and you just roll it on. All right. So if you want a fuller coverage, you're going to swirl it on. That's going to give you a more full coverage by swirling it versus just by, if you were to dust it, you're not going to have that thicker coverage. All right. I did not put any concealer on because I wanted you to be able to tell what kind of coverage we have with this. It does a pretty great job, to be honest with you, for a powder, in my opinion. So powder is typically, like I said, a lighter coverage. So you swirl it on. Always swirl down underneath your jawline. I already have mascara on, so, because, excuse me, I want to look alive for you. All right. Swirl it on. I'm going to get up there around my eyes, up underneath my eyes, like this. I might cough. Sometimes I do cough whenever I put the powder on because there is a little dust. You do get a little bit of a flyaway because I am trying to build that coverage, so I'm being a little firmer in my application. So you get a little bit more of that flyaway dust. So just keep that in mind. You might cough a little bit. Also, fun tip on how to get it off your clothes. Take a hand towel and just wipe it gently. So like I don't like press, I just like gently dust. That's how you get it off your clothes, even black. All right, just for reference. And then we're going to swirl on my nose. It's hard to swirl on your nose. And then I'm going to get over here on the side so it's a little bit better. Excuse me, sorry. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so check it out. There you go. So now you can see a comparison from the right side versus the left side on the coverage. Honestly, like, I think that coverage is pretty great for a powder. So check that out. You can, like, it's covering up most everything. So, I mean, I can still see a couple of bumps if I were to do this for real. Whenever I do the powder by itself, which is not super often because I prefer a heavier coverage, I would put my concealer on first. So I would conceal like that and that before I put on my powder, but I wanted you to be able to see the difference because I do have red undertones in my skin, like you can see here. And so you can see over here, that's taken care of. Like it is not red anymore. So I love that. So it is a good coverage for a powder foundation. I love it. It is multifaceted. You can use it for, if you want it as just, if you want a lighter coverage, you can just dust it on. If you want a heavier coverage, if you don't like the feel of liquid foundation, I have women and friends who don't like the feel of liquid foundation. And so they will only wear powder. And so you can get a great coverage built on by swirling your brush to get it on there. And it stays really well. It's actually very great for our oily skin types because it will help you stay matte all day. It's totally fine to use with your drier skin types as well. Just make sure you use your moisturizer so that way it lays nicely and all of that. But you can see it's got a great finish. It's got great coverage. You can build it, and it's really versatile. So talk to your independent beauty consultant if you want to try this for yourself. Like I said, I believe it comes in 15 colors and it's $20. So check it out, and please join us back every week as we continue to bring you tips, tricks, and techniques to have you looking and feeling your best in your skin here at Beauty School. Thanks, ladies. Bye-bye.